All right. Well, hello, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Check, check one. How's that audio sound? Is that okay? Hey, what's up, CJ? All right, tell me, CJ, tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that? All right, let's get the party started. Tell me if you can hear the music there, CJ. All right, we're back. Okay, yeah, I don't know what it is. It only works when I got it hooked up to my phone. All right, guys. Well, I do these to help everyone out with radio and antenna questions. Don't forget to share this live with all your friends. Tap the screen and like it. And let's get the party started. Well, what do you mean, does your radio have to be earthed?
What's up?
Hey, man. What's going on, Zach?
What's happening?
Same old shit.
Did you have somebody come in the shop mention me today?
I don't think so.
Okay, he must have not have made it over there then.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we answer questions. And Megamix, you mean the radio itself has to be grounded or the antenna? Yeah, like a base antenna, sure, it's got to be in the ground. That's the best way to do it. But all my radios here, I don't have any ground wires ran to them. They're grounded through the chassis. You're welcome. You have a Cobra 29 and you want to get out further. Well, it's going to be hard to get out further with the Cobra 29, but with that said, all the magic happens in the antenna. What's the antenna tuned to? What's the SWR? So what are you doing tonight, Zach?
I'm hanging out in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
Oh, nice. How's that?
Cold.
I bet.
Cold and snowy and rainy. Not a fan.
Hey, Eric, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, I highly doubt your SWR is a 1 if you're not getting out. Something doesn't make sense there. So to give you an example, guys come in the shop and we tune up a Viper or a good Fire Stick antenna or something like that. And with a Cobra radio, those guys are getting out 6 to 8 miles. So that doesn't make sense. I bet the SWR is not a 1. Yeah, well, that's another mistake. You never use the meter on the radio. You use an antenna analyzer to get the true reading. Because when they set that radio up from the factory, if they don't set it up right, you're going to get a false reading. Yeah, what kind of antenna are you running? So it's cold up there, huh? What's the temp up there in Wisconsin?
28.
Yeah, that'll do it.
With I think the wind chill. Hold on, let me see. It was colder with wind chill. I think it was like, yeah, it's 18 with wind chill.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah, it was 37 here, but the wind finally died down, so thank God.
Right.
Well, the radio that I carry in the shop, that's the same size as a Cobra 29, but does 60 watts of power, is the Galaxy 66 V3, but that's not going to help you. You got to get the antenna fixed. Hey there, Megamix 73s, man. God bless. So you don't know what kind of antenna it is? Is it tunable?
I was looking at the K40 today.
Hey there, Wolfman.
What's up, dude? Yeah, the K40s are made in China, dude.
Literally just finished watching Today Off.
Oh, yeah.
I think I lost about 12 pounds of dirt from my hair alone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Want that kind of wind, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that it was windy. It's when you're going back 15 miles in the back mountains of Corona, and it's all dust. Hey, welcome in, Randy.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Hey, what's up? Z71. So what are you up to tonight, Randy?
Oh, still driving. I got about 45 minutes left before I park for the night.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Well, this is a good way to pass the time and keep you awake.
Definitely.
So, Zach, what are you doing to pass the time tonight?
Probably this. Might watch a little TV or something.
Sure.
Not sure
So
yet.
hey, so Zach, so let's get back to what you were telling me earlier. You said someone was supposed to come in the shop today. Who were they?
Oh, I don't know his name. He goes by Southwest something on here. He said that he was in Alberta area, and he was like a couple miles or 2 exits down from Lisa's, but he said he didn't know if he could make it down there, so I guess he didn't. Or wherever. He knew exactly what I was talking about.
Do you remember what time that was?
Like lunchtime. Well, I guess for you it probably would have been earlier. For me it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he said he was going to try and park at the TA, and I said, how far are you from Lisa's? And he said like 2 exits down, but I don't know that I'll make it. So I guess he didn't make it. He said he needs to get some antennas.
Okay, yeah, that's too bad, man. Yeah, because that's only 3 miles away.
Right. Yeah, I told him, I said, go in there and tell him you know me.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been cool, man. But what is he on, like an ELD or something?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, those
He
things
said-
suck.
He said whenever he would pull into the TA, he would have 4 minutes left. So it would have been really close for him to try and find somewhere to park.
Yeah, he could have made it
Everything.
if he hammered down. Oh, there's plenty of room to park at Lisa's, but
If he was on paper logs, he could have made it.
oh yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Randy, how about you? What do you, oh, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, dude.
No, go ahead. You're good. I was just going to babble off. No big deal.
Well, that's kind of what this is about, man. Everyone can just sit here and jaw jack and chew the fat and have a good time and answer radio and antenna questions. So, all right, whoever wants to talk next, go for it.
Not you, CJ.
Well, fine, and I feel the love.
Ain't nobody want to talk, huh?
I'm uploading videos to TikTok and everything else.
I'm just
Well,
clearing off the. I'm just clearing off the air here with a few locals, so you guys go ahead.
Yeah, that's cool. Let me know when you're done there, Z71, because I want to talk about on tonight's live what you and I talked about this morning about the amps.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, since no one's going to start liking the video, I'll start liking it. Get that live likes going.
No,
Yeah,
man, I'm
come on,
always
everybody.
liking the video.
know how it
he
is. You know the good old Midwest goodbye. It always takes about an hour,
Yeah.
even on the airwaves.
Here, since we're doing all this stuff, I got you a little something. Hold on, let me find it. I seen it today. I got a big forehead, dude. That's ridiculous.
No, you don't.
I'm not even going to go there.
Oh, I don't have enough to send it. Dang it. Alright, fair enough. We'll start with this.
A tiny diny. Thanks, man. Yeah, guys, so if you hit that gold star and subscribe to the page, I'm going to start doing exclusive videos just for subscribers. So you're the only ones that'll be able to see them. Today, I just didn't get time to do it. We had a radio come in that a gentleman ordered, a Ranger 99N4, and he bought the big dosimeter, the 3-meter 3000S. And so he wanted me to set up the radio for him today and then actually retune the meter to my bird meter. So I did that for him and we shipped that off to him. And I actually made a video on that. So that's on my TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah, I saw
Facebook,
that.
Instagram. Did you? What'd you think, man? Did that video come out okay?
Yeah, looked good. Sounded good.
Yeah, I got this little microphone that I clip on the bill of my hat and plug it into the phone, and it works pretty good.
Alright, Midwest goodbye is over. We are inside now.
I had to go to my other phone and do something real quick.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, so Z71, why don't we just talk about what we talked about on this morning's live about those 307 amplifiers and what you found on them as far as power and all that stuff.
Well, where do you want me to start, I guess?
Holy moly, live goal achieved. Thanks, man.
Welcome.
So why don't we start with the 2 pills? If you want, can you bring it up on your computer real quick, and then we can go over the details?
Yeah, let me pull it up because I don't want to give false information out there. So, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. So this was actually some pretty cool stuff. So it's kind of I was really surprised how much power he's getting out of these.
Oh yeah, they are. You get a shit ton of power. For the amount of power you get, it is cheap.
Yeah, so we can compare it to that 703 and the price point, and for the quality that you're getting, it's I was really surprised. You know, I think that's one of the things I really liked about Jim is he's honest. He's not trying to rip people off. He's just trying to make an honest living like all of us.
Oh, exactly.
And Mr. Redbeard, Zach, thank you for all the gifts, dude. That really helps. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Alright. We will start with. Well, we'll get the 703 out of the way first.
Okay.
The 703 that you plug into the wall without a power supply, that's about $830.
And what is its output wattage?
Output power is 500 watts.
Hey, thanks for
All right,
that.
so you get 500 watts for $830. Usually it's about $1 a watt. That's what most amps go for. So that's more. That's okay. Go ahead.
Yep. And then, so the 2-pill mobile amp. I think that's what he's going to do. Pull up the video.
Yeah, with sideband. It has a sideband biased in it.
Thanks, CJ. Went off with the tiny 90s.
So he's dead key in 1 watt.
You're up there, driver.
Yeah, there's Zach.
Excuse me. Man, look at you guys sending all those gifts, man. You guys rock. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Randy, you hanging in there? You doing okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I don't want you to think we're ignoring you.
No, you're good. I saw somebody send me some gifts. I appreciate it. I've never really been live that much, so I don't really know how all that works.
Well, it's kind of cool, man. So if someone sends you gifts, it's kind of like putting money in your wallet. So now if you want to send somebody else gifts, you have the money to do it.
I hope you like your 53 roses.
So for the 2-pill and its mobile amp with the sideband in it, that's 335 from 307 amps, and that does about 430, give or take.
430 watts out of a 2-pill. Whew.
I'll see if I can stop the video right where he's at. Let's see. 423
So now,
is what he's getting.
423. Okay, now let's back up a little bit. Your 703, how many pills is that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Probably a 5, I'm guessing. 5 or 6 pill, because it's getting 500 watts out of it.
I don't know if it tells me on here. I don't think so.
That's okay. If you can't find it, it's no big deal.
Input power, output power.
Yeah, 307. Did I say 703? I might have.
I think I did it first. I caught myself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
It
good
doesn't
old-
say on here. But
Okay,
I'll look
that's
at
fine.
I'll see
Now
if the
let's look at the 4 pill.
703. All right, 4 pill.
Yeah, see what that does. What's going on tonight, Swing King?
We'll go to the mobile one here. Mobile 4 pill for $5.50.
Well,
So they're $550.
Yep, the 4 pill.
Okay. Copy that. Getting ready for bed. I appreciate you jumping in here, man. It's always nice to see you.
Radio on the spectrum, audio. And on, turn your box on, your butt meeting. Audio by 4 watt, 4.1. Output, audio, 307 audio.
About 8:15 peak on the 4 pill mobile.
850.
8:15.
815. Wow.
So there you're actually getting more than $1 per watt,
Absolutely.
and that's the mobile. We'll switch over to base amps here and go.
Yeah, glass tubes are okay. I like the steel tubes myself. They'll handle a little bit more abuse. But the price point of these amps for the performance, and they work great. 955, old Crash out there in Indiana, he's been running 307 amps for a while now with really good luck.
I think this is the one we were talking about earlier that was pushing over 1500. The 4 pill base amp is $890. And
Okay.
let's see here.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've seen a few car built amps I wasn't too impressed with. But what's wrong with 307 amps?
Audio, look it up Striker. Go ahead and function. So with 10 going in, you're only going to get audio about 280.
With 10 watts going in, you're getting 280.
Okay.
Yeah, because I read the comments. Hey Jay, so we have a few from Swing King. I'm a glass tube guy. Grandpa Roger goes same, but I have a few big boxes from Carl built 7 amps aren't worth messing with. Things like I like the steel tubes too, but can't beat the glass audio. No, Grandpa Roger, you talking about the ones that's repeating the 955 Indiana on LSD?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the 955 out there in Indiana. He's on a striker. Why is that? I guess you guys don't get along.
about 9:30 with what? Green is like coming back from the All right, Fred.
That's not the one I wanted. I don't know.
So, Grandpa Roger, how many watts you swinging out of that glass tubes? All right, guys, we're up to 831 likes, man. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, all the shares. When you share the live, helps with the algorithm. And don't forget to hit that gold star and subscribe to the page. I'm going to be doing exclusive videos just for subscribers. Yeah, I know the 2 amps he blew up was his fault too. Ask him about it.
Oh, I found the one I was looking for.
Yeah,
It's,
that's right. Operator error. All right, go ahead. What did you find?
It's the 6-pill mobile amp, and this one says AM only, but it's got sideband in it.
Yeah.
And I think this is the one that was swinging like 1,500. I could be wrong. Hold on here.
Yeah.
And that one's 780.
So $780 for 1,500 watts.
I think so.
Yeah,
I just
that's
gotta
pretty
confirm
damn
what's
good.
video here.
So while he's looking that up, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. So he's building these amps custom for us, and we're gonna do laser engraving, custom paint, pinstriping, lettering. Now the cool thing is, the guy that owns the laser engraving machine, Chris Customs, he's on TikTok. You can check out his page, Chris Customs. He's a paint and body guy for Rush Peterbilt in Albuquerque, so he can run your VIN, get all the paint codes, and he can match the paint on the amp to match your truck. Then he can laser engrave it, or I can pinstripe it, I can hand letter it. Yeah, whatever you want. I did one with a 23 karat gold leaf down the center, then pinstriped it out.
1,541.
1,541 watts. That's really not bad for the price. That's pretty dang good.
No. And then I found where you have to go for the sideband. I think prices are a little bit different there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's got to add that to it. Sure, that makes sense.
So you just click on, when you're on his website, instead of hitting the drop-down button for shop, you just click shop, and it'll come up with everything. So, single sideband bass amps, 9 of them. So you got a 2-pill bass amp, that's $645. And then a 4-pill is just over $1,000. And he's got a 1x2, a 1x4, a 2x4, a 6-pill, a 2x6, an 8-pill, and 2x8s.
Yeah,
The 2x8s
that's
are
cool.
220 volt.
What's up, All-Power Rocker?
And then we can go to mobile amps. She's got 9 of them as well. I think it's all the same, just mobile.
Okay, off my rocker. Yeah, you have a good night, my friends. 73s. So, Grandpa Roger, were you trying to talk over him last week? Did I hear that right over the radio?
Got to sing through Alabama. I hear you.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you in the morning off my rocker. I'm sure I'll join in with you somewhere. I talk to him pretty frequently. He's a pretty cool guy.
because I heard him talking, and I heard you key up on top of him, but I was still able to hear you both over here in New Mexico.
Hey, Wolfman, a little bit of a housekeeping there. Don't forget to like and share the live, and let's see if we can get him some more lightning bolts and subscribers.
Yeah. So on that subscriber page tomorrow, if I have time, I'm gonna go over the AA35 Rig Expert, how to set it up, on what you're looking for as far as numbers when you tune an antenna, and that's going to be for subscribers only. So then I'll start doing more radio stuff and amps and all that stuff. But I think I'll start there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah. Anyway, for 307 amps, there. I mean, you're getting more than $1 per watt, and you got customer service. You got, if something does happen, send it back to them, fix it.
Yep, and the thing I like about him is he's the only one working on them. So a lot of these other amp builders have other people that got other hands working on them, and I don't like that.
What do you mean there, blah, 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 trucker Peterbilt 84, huh? Virgil?
Virgil?
Yeah, trucker Peterbilt 84 is, his name's Virgil. I used to be his steerman working at Jordan.
Yeah, that's cool, Grandpa Roger. Yeah, you go with whatever you're comfortable with, man. That's for sure. Some people like Ford, some people like Dodge, but I started working on radios in 1986, did it for 6 years in the Navy, and then when I got out, I started working on them for civilians, and I've seen a lot of amp builders and the way they put things together, the way the reflected energy comes back and all that stuff, and he does some pretty dang good work for the money. It's kind of hard to beat, for sure. But and that's the reason why I went with him.
I was trying to be nice there, Virgil. I didn't want to call you Coca-Cola, you know.
But
apparently the story with his nickname is he put a wind blade through a Coca-Cola truck at one point, so they all gave him the name of Coca-Cola.
Ooh. Sticky
That
mess.
was that was an expensive oops.
Yeah, but I don't think it was him. I think it was his steerman that did it. I think it was Pops, if I remember right. His nickname was Pops.
Oh yeah.
Dear man, but you get blamed for it.
Yep.
Excuse me, sir, my steerman.
Yes, it was Pops. I heard that story from him. But you got the nickname of Coca-Cola, sir.
Yeah, so another reason why I went with Jim is I've contacted a lot of big box builder guys, and be honest with you, there was one guy that it was like I was bothering him just to call him and talk to him on the phone. I've literally hung up on him, and that was BBI. He was a dick, and but anyway, yeah, I've contacted a few of them, and a lot of them just aren't willing to work with you, and they think who the hell they are, and I didn't get none of that from Jim. Jim's a pretty humble guy. He knows his shit, and he does good work, and that's why I'm going with him. I do a lot of research before I bring something into my shop, just because A, I don't want to create more headaches, more work for me, and B, it's my name on that shop, so I gotta, do the best that I can as far as customer service and as far as quality, and so let's see what happens. All we can do is try, right?
I'm laughing at the comments, not at you there, Wolfman.
No, I know you are. That's cool. Hey, man, if you want to join the live instead of sitting there typing, you're more than welcome to. I think this would be a fun little soap opera. Come on.
Yeah, my name may not be famous, or my name may be famous, but not my face, as his face's profile picture.
Out of all honesty, though, Virgil, he's a really good guy. I ran with him, I think, for about a year on and off with Jordan Carriers when he was there.
Nice.
He's a good guy.
Just needed a drink, that's all.
That's it. Hey, you know what? He may have the Coke, but I got the Crown.
There you go.
You gotta try the Crown Blackberry. That's pretty good.
Yeah, where I was at, they didn't have any.
I think it's starting to get easier and easier to get now. But for a while there, you could only get it at certain places.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Randy? How you doing? You still doing okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
He's
good.
just sitting there listening.
No, I know he's trying to get to the end of his trip there, but just want to make sure he's staying awake and doing okay. And I don't know, what do you think,
definitely.
Randy? You got any questions about those amps? That's pretty dang good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about $2 an amp, pretty much, or $2 a watt, pretty much,
No, it's actually
or
cheaper than
$1 a
that.
watt. Yeah,
No, it's even less than that because they're
that's what I
that,
meant. That's what I meant. Because
yeah,
1500,
because-
isn't it?
Yeah, that one was doing
1500
like
for-
50. It was doing 1,541 watts, and it was like $900 or something like that.
So yeah, it's
$1,000
less than a buck a watt.
Yeah. I
And I
think
don't-
that's pretty
I
cool.
can't math anymore.
And I don't know what he was
Don't worry
driving
about
into or anything. I was just trying to see the peak of the wattage, so I don't know what he was driving in or everything.
Yeah. Well, when I talked to him about that, he said, he only drives them with like a 4-watt dead key, and he doesn't recommend swinging the radio more than 100.
Yeah, I think that's what most of his videos were either anywhere from 4 to 1 watt dead key and then swinging 100.
Yeah. He said you can swing more into them. It just overheats the pills, and that's kind of stupid. Why do you want to blow your shit up, right? So,
Right.
but I get it.
And they do have built-in fans too.
Yeah, I saw that.
A lot of them look like power supplies, honestly.
Yeah, they kind of do, huh? You're gonna put a 64 pill up on the market. What are you gonna ask for that, dude? Yeah, I know. Jim just built a 32 pill for a guy. Pulled 800 amps. Ooh.
I think he has that for sale too. It's on his website somewhere.
Is it really? I want to. Do you know what the hell that thing's going for?
I'll pull it back up. I found it earlier this morning.
Oh, okay.
I gotta remember where I found it here.
Yeah, Grandpa, watch. What 64 pill is it?
Okay.
Nice. You built it a year ago? What are you going to ask for it?
$32 pill, 2875 mobile amp. $3,700.
And what is it putting out for wattage?
He does not have a video on it.
Okay.
Sierra Golf Hotel 193.
But if it's anything like the 6 pill mobile, I mean, figure, what is that? 6 times 6 is 32, so 1,500 times 6. If that's the right math there.
$9,000. Yeah, I'm sure that'll make the hair on your arms stand up. I built a base unit for a guy out here. It was 25,000, and you key all that up, you could feel the static on your hair, your arms. Hey,
He's got a 24 pill on here too, and that's about $2,700.
nice.
Oh, hey Jay, sorry to interrupt.
What's
Good
up,
thing
dude?
we're not on PNM. We're on Central New Mexico Electric.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, did you
What's up?
Did you hear the news? So Thursday they're supposed to do. Let me pull it up again. PNM is considering a public safety power shutoff on Thursday.
For what?
I have no idea. Let me open up the story. It just came over breaking news on Channel 7. Due to the extreme weather condition and increased wildfire risk, PNM is considering a public safety shutoff in areas in New Mexico on Thursday. They include the East Mountain, Santa Fe, and Las Vegas. Bernalillo County is also on standby.
That's more Democratic bullshit. Fuck, lived here 40 years, they've never done that shit.
Nope, and we've had worse than what we've had now.
Fuck yeah.
Is that worse?
2 years ago, man, I remember my weather station clocked a 76 mile an hour wind gust out here. Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, Chicken Hawk, how you doing?
What's up, Chicken Hawk? Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I had enough of the wind too. Shit gets old, but
You know
I
what it
don't
is, Jay? It's all those wind fans are turning up. They need to turn them off.
that's right.
I may work in wind, but I'm only there to collect the money. I don't agree with them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't you work in wind there?
I do, but I'm only there for the money.
Fair enough.
Hey, I make a good paycheck within a year just running wind.
Oh, I'm sure. It's
Yeah.
There's probably a sixth figure there.
Yeah.
We're doing good, Chicken Hawk. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
Doing awesome.
All right, so with everything that a Z71 said, what do you guys think about those amps? That's pretty damn impressive. And
Yeah, it is.
I've seen his work, and it's clean. So,
Oh, yeah. And if you guys check out his website, he's got pictures of internals and what the outside's going to look like. Everything.
yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Not to go in the next thing here, but I looked up Chirp again, and I'm in the download section. Which one do I download? Oh, I
Just-
see. It's for each thing. There's a Apple, there's a Windows, there's everything. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
click on the Windows one.
And then once you get that downloaded, you can hook up a radio, and if you got the programming cable. And then a drop-down box will come up, and you got to select a brand and model of the radio, and then you'll download the radio to the Chirp program, and then a graph will pop up, and you can make any changes you want, and then you upload to radio, and you're done.
All right, here we go. I just downloaded it. We'll see what comes up.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the likes, man. We're up to 2,200. Holy moly! And thanks for all the shares. That
Not
helps
even
with the
me doing
algorithm. And it's not even Randy tonight. He's driving.
Wow, you've got 65 subscribers there, Wolfman.
How many?
6 of 5. You gained 2 subscribers.
Oh, damn.
Hey, Joshua.
Mine says 2 of 5 here yet.
Yeah, mine says 6 of 5.
Might not updated yet.
Medicine Man in South Carolina.
Oh yeah, I can't do anything until I hook a radio up to it. Well, I got it downloaded anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
Opening file menu or downloading radio menu. What file goes? Oh, here we go. Open stock config. So it does. Oh shit! Bunch of different shit. Weather, VHF, GMRS, railroad channels, aviation frequency, 60 meter, 155 megahertz, VHF, all your PL calling frequencies, and simplex. Yeah, everything's in there, I guess.
Hey there, Medicine Man of South Carolina. What's going on, my friend? Yeah, dude, that trip program is cool. So, if you notice, well, you're not going to see it until you upload a radio to it, but two little tabs that pop up, and one is going to show all the channels in the radio. Then there's going to be a little tab next to it, and if you click on that, you can change a whole bunch of cool stuff in the radio.
Yeah, I'm just going to click on the weather alert thing here once, and yeah, it's got all 10 weather channels.
Yep. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So then you could just copy and paste right in your radio. Bing, bang, boom.
Nice.
Hey Jay, here's one for you. So
What's up?
One of the pilots I was running with, he's got one of these Midland CVs. I know it's hard to see because it's black, but it's a Midland CV. According to him, he had this thing peak and tune for 10 watts, and I'm like, I don't think you could.
You can't peak and tune them. They're all surface mount. The guy just took his money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's full of shit. He lied. That's sad. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, man. That's why, another reason why I do these videos and lives, because I call out all those guys that do that bullshit. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
Which
it
radio was that?
Huh?
Which radio was that?
This is a Midland 75822 handheld CV. It's one of my backups because my other one's dead.
What do you think about that, Randy?
No, I just know we got a lot of shady shops out here, man.
Yeah, and the guy that did it's based out of Lubbock.
Huh.
What's his name? Because in fact, I can tell you what his name is because I have him in my phone.
Now, the old handhelds, they had pots in them that you could adjust, but all this newer stuff, I mean, shit, the last, 20-some years, it's all been surface mount.
What was his name? God, I'll remember his name here in a minute. I know I have him there.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, hey, you guys take over for a minute. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
But yeah, I originally, when I first got my first CDs, he did a peaked and tuned apparently. I mean, it worked for a while, but I had a Wolfman take a look at it about 2 years later, and yeah, I'll never go back to him. Bob DeVia, that's
I've
it.
been through my fair share of shops out here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, Jay was the first CD shop I actually went to, and no one else as of now, and I know he's gone, and he already knows it, but he's the only one that touches my radios. I don't let anybody else put their hands on it. And I just bought not even a month ago, I bought a 497, best CD I bought yet.
Oh, I love my 497. I have it and the Ranger RCI X9. I'm running the X9 right now, but I've got the 497 in here as a backup also.
Nice. Yeah, I've got my second CD when I started doing piloting. That's my backup radio, but I had a Galaxy 66. It finally gave out. Then I bought the 497. I won't change it. Hey, welcome in, Tommy.
Only thing I wish the 497 had is sideband.
Yeah. Hey, Bart, aren't you supposed to be working the club right now?
That's just one of my friends.
Oh, wait a minute, which club are we talking about? Because I might just have to get my car and go. No, I've already had my my relaxation do some good. It was a hell of a day.
Harley, I thought you were covering my shift there, buddy.
Yeah, we were at the trucks at 5:30 this morning. Got to the job site, sat for an hour, and then we had a 2-hour drive all the way to that pad site. Hey, welcome in, Jeff.
Turn left on US 322, then
Yeah,
exit
by the
right.
time we got back there, it took us about 2 hours to unload, and then from the job site, I had to haul rear end all the way to Klein's Corners, pick up an empty trailer, and take him to Amarillo, where I'm loading today. Hey, Thomas, welcome in.
Okay, we back. What did I miss?
Not much. Just talking about how crappy my day was. I talked about the 497, Randy's RCI. Barto's supposed to be working a club right now. Told him, let me know, and we'll be right there. That's about it. Yeah, Skip was rolling in hard today on 19 a.m.
Yeah, I was rolling pretty hard here too.
Yeah, I didn't catch it until I got into one of the small little valleys coming out of Corona. Hey, welcome in, Jonathan.
There goes them likes again, flying. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, all the follows, sharing the live. And if you hit that gold star up there and subscribe, I'm going to be doing exclusive videos just for subscribers only.
Well, I got to my truck stop for the night. I'm going to hop off here and go grab me a shower. And if you guys are still live on here, I'll hop back on.
All
yeah,
right,
that
Randy.
sounds good, man. Yeah, go relax.
Yeah, and enjoy your shower and everything else, and we should still be here, maybe. If not,
Yeah, I'll catch you guys.
to you.
I'll catch you guys after a bit, if not in the morning.
All right, there, Randy.
Tenfold.
It's the Three Amigos.
Remember that little dance they did? Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. I was watching that movie sitting at the job site today. I'm like, God, I love Steve Martin in that movie.
That's some funny shit, man.
Right? Yeah, I think I should put that movie on when I go to bed tonight.
Yeah, that's some pretty cool stuff. All right, guys. Well, how about you, Z71? What do you want to talk about, man?
Really, whatever. Whatever you guys want to. I don't really have a preference.
Were you able to plug in a GMRS radio to that chirp?
I don't have one, so I haven't plugged anything into it. But
Yeah, that chirp program's really cool.
Yeah, I've got to get my 980 Papa updated from my handheld. I just haven't had time to do it. Hey,
Yeah.
welcome in, DJ.
and now that I got to download it, I mean, it seems really easy.
Oh, yeah, it's super easy software.
It is.
Just any radio you put on, download the whatever's on that radio to chirp first,
Yep.
and then upload it. And then even if you're going to add something new, download it from the radio. Because if not, it does all sorts of weird functions.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, I'm surprised how quiet it is.
Yeah. Oh, mother.
Mother, father, sister, brother.
Yeah, cut me off.
Uh-oh.
You know when you spill alcohol, it's considered alcohol abuse?
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty excited to get those amps in. But I can't run one in my truck because my alternator is only 60 amp. So I need to get a bigger alternator.
If I get one, I'll probably have to get one too, because even right now, if I'm sitting with the truck running, I can watch the voltage drop a little bit.
Oh, you might have a bad voltage regulator, but what? And your vehicle, that's all part of the alternator. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You can always, if there's a place there in town that rebuilds starters and alternators, you can always swing by there and say, if you rebuild this alternator, can you get more amps out of it? And see what they say.
Right. I don't think we have anything here in town. Maybe the big town on our way south of us, but
Because that might be cheaper than. Well, that might be cheaper than getting another alternator. What was that brand that he talked about, that Jim talked about? He got that big alternator for his Jeep, like 320 amps or some shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know if a lot of places that sell car audio will have somebody too that they order from.
Oh yeah.
Because
it was a funny name, like Bastard Alternators or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I remember he called them up and they answered with bastard whatever, and
Yeah, I remember that one.
I got the computer here. I might as well look it up. Let's see. If they have a website. Ish. Bastard Alter. Let's see. Well,
yeah, it was something like that. I don't know if it was Bastard, but it was a funny name like that.
Yeah, it was Bastard something. I don't remember what though.
Oh shit, my cousin.
Power Bastards.
There you go.
Yep. No, something like that.
No,
hey,
I'm here. We might as well see what kind of alternator we can get for my truck.
When after you're done with that, see if you can find one for my old Dodge.
Will do. Let's
hey,
see.
Jay, I sat there and posted on not on TikTok, but on my Facebook page, Toby Keith's last studio album before he passed away.
Yeah, I seen that.
Josh asked what year your Dodge you got.
1966 D200 crew cab step side. My dad bought it off the Forest Service out here in 1977 for $650.
Is that a fifth, or is it a? Would it be a 1500 or is it heavier?
It's a 3/4 ton.
3/4 ton. Because they got Dodge or Dodge medium heavy. So,
I bet you it didn't go back that far.
maybe. What'd you say it was?
1966.
We'll go under Dodge first. Make. Is it a W or a D series?
W200.
W200. Let's see here. They go back to 75, but there's another W200 pickup. Let's see.
Hey Jay, that guy's name was Bob DeVia.
They go back to 70 on here. The 3.7.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I have to give him a call. Yeah, Bob DeVia. I don't know him.
Yeah, I can't think of what the name of his CB shop is, but it's in Lubbock, and he's the one that peaked and tuned mine and Annette's radios when we first got them. And yeah, that's when I took mine to you when you first opened up in the new building, and you're like, "Yeah, this guy totally messed it up."
That's pretty sad. I don't know how those places stay in business, dude.
I don't either. Yeah, that was like 4 years ago, because you've been in that building 4 years, because I've been piloting. It's going on 6.
Yeah.
What motor you got in that pickup, Jay?
5.2, 318, but it's the industrial motor. It's a polyspherical 318. It's not a regular 318.
Okay, because they got a 70 to 74 5.2 318 on here.
Hey, Josh, what's up?
I clicked on
Hey,
that.
what's going on, Evan?
Hey, not much, man. How are you?
Hey, Josh, welcome in the room.
Hey, man, appreciate it. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, man, we're just sitting back with the wife watching a little TV, listening to the live in my ear headset.
Roger.
Yeah, copy that.
So, and Jay, I just clicked on that one just for shits and giggles for you, and it's relatively, I mean, not cheap for an alternator, but it's cheap. $395, and it's 140 plus amps, and idle amps is 70 plus amps at idle. So
Yeah. I'm going to need something around 250, 300 to run that big amp.
right.
What kind of amp is it?
Well, I just paired up with 307 amplifiers in the shop. He's going to be building custom amps for my shop. And I'd like to run a 6-pill in it.
Yeah, I was just on that website y'all were talking about the alternators for my Dodge 2005 3500. Can't find one. High output.
Is it Dodge?
Really? They didn't make one, huh?
It went from a 2003 to a 2007.
What'd you say? What?
Interesting.
3500?
3500, 2005 model.
What motor's in it?
5.9 Cummins.
Yeah, there's just 6 to 7. Oh wait, what year is it? Did you say?
05.
They got a 2003 to 05 5.9.
Yeah, they're 948. That's a cool old truck, man. That's what I learned to drive on when I was 12. And if you go through my TikTok videos there, you'll see it. It's a forest green Dodge truck, crew cab, step side.
I think he's laying down. Yeah, when he's a firm, I said it's not happening enough.
Look at that algorithm working. I don't. Never mind. I do follow 307 amps on TikTok, but talking about it, and that's the first video that popped up.
Huh.
They're listening.
Yeah, that's cool.
.307 got a he got a website you can go to and look at the prices on his amps.
Yep, 307amps.com.
307.
Oh shit! Not Control P. Then Josh, if you accept my friend request on TikTok, I sent you a link. I don't know if that's the right one or not, but for that alternator.
Hey, welcome in, user with the barcode. Geez, it's already going to be 10 o'clock over here.
Says this message ain't supported. Can you not send a link through TikTok?
I'm not sure. Oh, you can't?
No.
Wow, that's a bunch of bull.
Yeah, it won't let you send it because it considers it as a virus or spam, and it'll kick you out. You'd have to have like a link tree or one of those things on it.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, one of my pilot car friends is up in Darien, Wisconsin, and she's showing 28 degrees.
Yeah, we got 24 here. Or 21.
Yeah, y'all can keep that. Just keep that coldness.
We just got a snow, rain, sleet mixture from yesterday afternoon until probably about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I'm done with the cold. I'm okay with the warmth.
Where are you at again, CJ?
I'm in Amarillo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was at the job site and they called me for an empty trailer, 190 or 119 foot, going from Klein's Corners to Amarillo. So I picked up a run coming out here, so I made extra $600.
Nice.
Figure I got to come out here anyway. Might as well pick it up and make some money doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Jay, some of those users with the long numbers, we call them users with barcodes. Watch out with some of those because they're trolls. They like to sit there and screw up the algorithm.
I found a ray around the link.
Oh, nice.
So I sent it, and then you can reply to the link. So I replied to it, and that's sent, but I don't know if Josh will have to tell me if the link sent or not.
Yeah. Looks like he's got his mic muted and he's paused.
I think he's on 307 amps.
Ah.
Yeah, he texted me back. He said he got it.
Oh, cool.
Perfect. Oh, there you go. There's a hack around the...
Yeah, I'm on the mute. I was looking for them amps, them 6-pill amps. Intrigued.
So did that link work when I replied to it, or?
Yeah, I had already been on there looking. I actually found it right after you sent it. It popped up on my screen. Appreciate it, though. Kudos.
Yeah, no problem. So, Jay, we'll get back to yours here. Let's see if I can research this here. It's a D250?
200.
D200. Let's see here. Yeah, that only goes back to 75. Let's see if I can do it something else. Yeah, they must only go back to 75. So that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
They don't even make one for my pickup either. Or at least I didn't find it yet. I might have to dig a little bit more.
I wonder if there's somebody else out there that might.
Yeah. If you look up high power alternators, I mean, any of the websites should maybe not go back to 600, but and I'm sure if you call them, they can probably build you one. I mean, an alternator's not really that complicated.
Yeah. Well, they would have to change the windings and all that stuff and to get that more amps out of it, but I don't know. And see, the problem with the alternator in my truck is it's kind of tiny, and where it fits, there's really not room to put a bigger one because of the fan blade and the head. So I don't know, unless I make a different mount and move it somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you could always run a second battery too, but then your alternator wouldn't keep up, I guess. You'd almost have to be driving.
Yeah.
I really need to do more videos like that. I'm going through my YouTube channel and I forgot I had videos on here that I still need to upload to TikTok.
Oh, wow.
I seen your edit the other day, CJ. That was pretty sick.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've uploaded, I think, 5 or 6 videos in the past couple days.
Is that just a different pilot car, or is that yours too?
That's mine as well. Well, the pickup truck that's there, that's for my business partner, but she's contracted under my company.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we started this whole business thing together.
There you go.
But yeah, my at Phoenix Trans for TikTok is the same thing on all my other channels. So YouTube, Facebook, all of them are at Phoenix Trans.
There you go.
I try and keep up with all the social media stuff, and some days I just forget most of it.
I hear you. So then, are you guys are private and then just for hire, or?
Yeah, so we're private contractors. So like I'm exclusive to Hawk Transportation. I'm one of their lead steermen, so I also do all their training.
Yep.
And then like right now we're contracted out to UACL or Universal. I have a car with Landstar, and just whoever really needs us.
Right. Basically, they contact you and you say yes or no.
Yep, they say we need you here to here. What's your rates? We agree. I send them a rate confirmation sheet, which is a legal document. They sign it. I sign it. They get a copy back. and then we build them out.
There you go.
Well, cool, guys. What do you think? You want to call it a wrap?
Yeah, let's get you up to 3,000 likes, and then we can call it a wrap.
All right, let's do it. We're at the 2,700. We got 3 out of 20 lightning bolts up there.
Yep, you got 6 out of 20 subscribers. So that's
Yeah, I
good.
saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you had a user with a barcode was one of your subscribers.
Oh boy.
Huh. Well, then he's paying $2.99 a month.
Hope that wasn't me. I just subscribed.
Yeah, Josh is a subscriber. I know I'm a subscriber.
I am.
Yeah.
D71
Thank you
is-
guys. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have enough time to do that video on that analyzer. It's a pretty cool analyzer. It has a lot of stuff in it, man. And well, I guess in a way you really got to read up on it to understand what all it can do and what it's doing. You got, to understand what you're looking at.
Is that the same one that I have in my car?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been meaning to actually download the manual for that thing and read through it fully.
You can actually hook that thing to your computer. Yeah. That's what that blue cable's for.
I never got the blue cable with it because I bought it from one of the other pilot cars.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
you know how to use it. Yeah, he goes, you know how to use it more than I do. $200 at yours. I'm like, okay.
Did you say it didn't come with the data cable?
As far as I know, it didn't. He didn't give me one. He just gave me the analyzer.
I would assume you can probably find just the data cable for it too.
Yeah, and if it's not a special cable, I'm pretty sure I got it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a special cable, but anyway, you can hook it up to your laptop and do all sorts of cool shit to it. So you can even save like readings that you took.
Interesting.
And it's a good little reference. So if something goes haywire, you can see what it was before and after.
Oh, that's good to know, especially with everyone's antennas that I do out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like most of these, I don't want to say prefab antennas because they're all prefab, but like,
hey, welcome that guy.
Like the mobile antennas and everything, are most of them pretty much, like say my A10, is that pretty much ready to go where I wouldn't need to analyze it, or would it still be probably a smart idea to analyze it?
There's no such thing as a pre-tuned antenna because you tune the antenna to the ground plane of the truck.
Right.
So there's too many different vehicles out there. They can't just make an antenna that fits them all.
Right.
And,
Well, with the A10, all I had to do was drop the whip in all the way, and it tuned up perfect. It tuned up 1.1 on a meter.
Most of the time, yep, and most of the time that antenna does do that because the coil design is built right. And that's a really good antenna for a mag mount.
Yeah, it's like on my Explorer, like I showed you that the last time I was at the shop, I had all those ripples on the roof. It's hard to find that one perfect spot, and that one perfect spot just happened to be on that back left or back right corner of the car.
Yeah, and once you get the bumpers on that, we'll put a 102 whip on it and take care of all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I got ripples on my roof too, but they're spaced out enough that I can put the mag mount in between, right smack dab in the middle of the roof.
Yeah, I wish this car was like that, but these Ford Explorers, they have the ripples so close. I think they're about 2 inches apart, so you can't fit that mag mount anywhere.
Oh yeah, you ain't fitting a mag mount in there. So are there the A10, the trucker style? Are those I would assume those are built the same, yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. But yeah, if you're gonna change antennas, man, try to get something bigger. You'll really love the performance. If you can get away with that 102 whip, dude, I would definitely do it.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I just got to find a spot where I want to put it. Like you said, on the back wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, if you put it on the passenger side rear corner, then like if you go through drive-throughs, you'll miss a lot of the overhangs.
Right.
But it'll perform good there. I know a lot of guys that put them in the corner of their trucks, and yeah, they perform really good.
I noticed my A10 it's a touch directional too.
Well, yeah, it can be. It depends where it's located on the roof. So
Right. Yeah, mine's smack dab in the middle, but I notice I get I receive better off of the left and right instead of front and back.
interesting. I don't know.
Because I've sat north, south, east, west, and talked to the same guy talking to a base station,
Yeah.
and he said he seems to receive, and I receive him better if I'm sitting east.
Yeah, sideways.
Yep.
Interesting. I wonder why.
I think what I'll do one day, probably tomorrow, I'll take a picture of my roof line on how all my antennas are set up. Because I know last night we had that conversation with Roy, and because he had never seen it, and it's like the one thing he's like, well, will they interfere? No, they won't, because they're all different bands. So
Right.
one of my antennas is just a dummy antenna. It's just there to plug a hole. Then there's my GMRS, my VHF, my scanner, and then my CB sits right next to all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, they're different bands and they're so far apart that
They're not even that far apart. Well, band wise, yes, but distance wise, they're not that far apart.
That's what I'm saying. Band wise, you're so far apart from everything else that you'll never bleed over.
Yeah. And most of the time, my scanner's turned on, but my GMRS and my VHF are turned off. Because it's like, if my other card's not here, I don't even use them.
Right.
Yeah. So I hooked up that new Asus router tonight, and I got no trouble now with the internet, so that worked.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, it seems to be doing better. It doesn't like look like it's slowing down or skipping like it has been the past couple lives.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Another thing with my A10 is me and another guy that have the A10. It's probably a bad thing, but it might not be. If I have my radio and amp turned off and he's transmitting, it'll still light my antenna up.
Oh yeah, I could do that. My wife has that A10 on her truck, and if she's in the driveway, I can be by the gate and light up her antenna, and that's 62 yards away.
I know at the old house, if I was talking on my base, I could look out my window and I was lighting my antenna up.
Oh yeah. 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 It sure will. No, that shouldn't hurt nothing, but I can do that too. If I light up the base station here, it'll light up her antenna in the driveway, and that's on the other side of the house.
Hey Jay, MN Trucker has a antenna tuning question for you.
What's going on there, Minnesota Trucker? Yeah, go ahead, man. What's up?
Well, he's commenting. Are the hood mounts any? I know they're really not in the best position, but will they get the job done?
Well, they'll work, but I wouldn't use a hood mount. I'd solid mount that to the bed.
I'm not saying for 102.
How we doing, gentlemen?
Hey, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, Papa Smurf.
Man, I am fantastic. I'm on my way back to the yard to park this thing and start my weekend.
There you go.
Copy that.
Looks like me or Papa Smurf ain't ready to go to bed yet, ain't?
Well, I wasn't ready.
Hey, 161.
How you doing, guys?
We're doing good. So we got a question here in the box about an antenna. So when it's all the same and you can't get a no better, then either you got to change locations where you mount the antenna, or you need a different antenna. remember, you tune the antenna to the ground plane of the vehicle, so you got to find an antenna that likes that ground plane. What antenna are you using right now? All right, guys, go ahead.
I was just going to say I had a similar problem. It turned out to be a bad piece of coax.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yep, similar. Bad jumper.
Strike
Yeah.
SR 10.
A10.
Is it a mag mount or a solid mount? Because if it's a mag mount, that comes with really good coax on it.
And everything, every vehicle. So, the guy, 3 of us up here have it, and it's 3 totally different vehicles, and they have all tuned decent. And he said it's a solid mount.
Yeah, so it's a co-phase, dual antennas. So I would get a good piece of coax, not anything from a truck stop. Don't get none of that Wilson stuff. It's all made in China. Get some good Procom coax and single out one antenna and just run one antenna and get that one to tune up, and you'll get a lot better results.
Even swap it over to one, it'll be better anyways.
Absolutely, I agree.
Whole phase is tough.
Single
Both
antenna
phases.
out top too.
Since we're on the topic of
The other one over there, cool factor counts for everything. You got to look cool going down the road.
Yeah, but you can make one a dummy.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea to be talking on a 2.2 SWR. You're going to blow the finals out of the radio. You can listen all you want, but I wouldn't be keying up.
Minnesota trucker, yeah, you probably are. I mean, 2.2 is not great.
Yeah. And T, what were you saying there about the co-phase antennas?
That's a hard deal to do. I'm not
What's
good
that?
with words. I mean, is he running 2 antennas co-phased?
Yeah.
So one, it's acting like a beam if you think about it.
Of course, yeah.
But you have to
Yeah.
have them. Oh, this is what we didn't have to. I don't know if you know. I'm not trying to get in anybody's thing here, but I
Sure.
think they have to be 7 to 9 feet apart to work correctly.
They got to be 9 feet apart because they're quarter wave antennas.
Right. So that's a factor right there.
It doesn't matter how far you're talking, man. You're going to hurt the radio. You got too much reflected energy coming back into it.
For the time being, he could just unhook the one, right?
No, you got to run a separate coax.
Oh, yeah.
Get a 9-foot piece of coax and try that and see what happens.
Maybe just run one antenna.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Get a good piece of like Procom or something like that, and then just run the one antenna and see what it tunes up to. But he'll get better performance for sure.
Talk a lot further too with just one single
And
antenna.
don't forget the #1 rule of truck driving. You got to look cool. Safety third.
That's right. That's right. Safety third. So you can leave the other antenna out, make it look good. Just run the one.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, follow, and share and subscribe to Thunder Valley. It helps them with all the algorithms and audio equipment that we use.
So another question for kind of shits and giggles. So why do some of the truckers run their antennas on like a 45?
Hey, welcome in, Stovepipe.
Because they think it looks cool. But what they don't realize is they're actually killing their distance.
That's what I heard too. It's more so of a look factor than anything.
You got to remember when you talk off an antenna, the antenna radiates from side to side. So, or in a circle if you're looking straight down on it. But if you angle that antenna forward, then the whole front part of that antenna is the RF's going right in the ground.
Makes sense.
See, I got an argument with a guy about this. He was running the Wilson Trucker 2000s. He had them kicked out at a 45 going down the road. And he tried to tell me he did that because when he's riding down the road, the whip's bent back and that gave him, with him lean forward, the whips were vertical, so he could talk better. I'm like, dude, you're not really talking off the whip of that antenna. You're talking out of the fucking load.
No, you're talking off the whip for sure, but it's not that. I know what you're saying. And I told people this for a long time. I said, well, I guarantee an aircraft carrier is faster than your truck. I guarantee it. And those antennas were vertical. I did a sea trials on the USS Ronald Reagan, and it said top speed, and it literally, on the bulkhead, it literally said this. It said, haha, faster than any U.S. highway classified.
I got a nephew's stationed on the Gerald R. Ford.
That's cool.
He is the first active class on that vessel. They were the first ones taken out to sea.
Nice.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
Not much. Dodging the raindrops and the deer out here going home.
Oh, where are you at?
Yeah.
New Jersey.
You're on the Jersey side of things, huh?
Jersey. Yeah, my mom's from Hoboken, New Jersey. I remember growing up, man, we used to tease her all the time. Just the way she would pronounce some things, it's funny.
You guys talking.
Yeah, I've got family in Somerset County.
Yeah, you were breaking up there a little bit, Eric, but go ahead.
Where you got family? Where's he got family out here?
Bridgewater in Somerset County.
Just there tonight. I was just out there tonight.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
Know where it is.
That's cool.
Route 22, Bridgewater.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, I go out there anytime we have work on the East Coast. I go to Jersey to see my family.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to drop off here. I just wanted to slide in, say hello to everybody, and y'all have a great evening.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
73s.
73s. God bless. Happy trails.
Sunny side up.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so, you don't talk off the coil, you talk off the whip. So, yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of truckers say that too when they come in the shop. They bend them forward because it bends them back. But like I always ask, can you scientifically explain to me why that works? And when they can't answer it, then I say, well, if you don't know what you're talking about, why would you do it? You going to jump off a bridge? So
I've seen somebody else have it, and it looked cool, and they did it. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
But you try to explain to some of these that do it that way, and it's like talking to a brick wall. I get better at you out of the brick wall.
Well, say, yeah, my buddy works, but yeah.
I actually did good with flat side with that way. Being honest with you, I had a monkey mate on mine, so
yeah,
I actually get better with it lean forward than I did back.
Well, yeah, so sometimes we do have to lean them forward just a little bit to make them tune up better because that changes the reflection, right? So if you get better reflection, you're going to get a better performance.
Right.
So
exactly.
yeah, sometimes
you read my mind.
Yeah, sometimes we got to lean them a little bit forward too, but not like some of these guys are leaning them straight forward, like the bullhorns and stuff. Now that kills your performance. But,
yeah.
But that's okay.
That's
I mean,
why
they got to learn. Usually 9 times out of 10, the guys that come in the shop, I got really good customer base, and they like them. Some of them like them forward, and I said, well, would you be willing to do an experiment with me? And if they say yes, I say, all right, let's try this. So we'll tilt them back up just a little bit, make sure everything tunes up good. Try it that way for a week. Come back here when you come back through and let me know how it works. And every time, holy shit, man, I could double my. Yeah, I know. Yeah, great. I know. How do I know that? So.
Now I got a mirror mount on my A10 in my truck. Now that won't matter if if I turn it straight up, I won't get a reflection off the mirror?
I don't know. You got to put an antenna analyzer on it and see what it likes.
Okay.
You got to look at ohms, receive loss, and the reactance. The reactance is that reflection. You got to look at all that stuff. I have no idea until you put a meter on it.
Right. Okay. I will try it.
There's a lot of guys too that have told me that they angled their antennas forward because they didn't want to get any reflection off their exhaust stacks. They're round. It ain't gonna matter. If it was a flat piece of steel, it'd be different.
I always got it off my headache rack.
Yeah.
Headache rack from a triaxle dump truck.
Yep, and as long as it tunes up, that's all that matters.
Yes, sir. It works.
How about you, Stovepipe? You've been quiet down there, man. What's up?
No, not much. You guys are the hardcore CB guys. Hardcore.
Well, the reason why I do these lives is just to help people out with radio and antenna questions, because there's too many wives' tales out there, man, and I'm tired of people getting ripped off at other shops. So you go through my TikTok videos, there's a lot of videos that I've exposed a lot of shops, that are ripping people off. And I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it because it makes every CB shop look bad, and not every CB shop is bad.
I'm from Canada, and we don't have CB shops up here. You just go and buy them, and you're on your own.
Yeah, I know. I get a lot of guys from Canada that buy radios and stuff from me, and I bet you last year alone, over the phone, I bet you at least 200 drivers I've helped tune their antennas over the phone.
Yeah.
And because they don't have any help up there, you're right.
Yeah, you kind of just fiddle around with the settings until it works half decent.
Yep. So I kind of understand your name now, Stovepipe, because you live up north. You got that stovepipe cooking.
Yeah.
At 101 degrees, right?
That's right.
You guys know about that mud duck guy that's in the States?
Oh boy.
Well,
he's not around anymore.
Yeah, he's not around no more. He's gone.
Oh, they kill him or take him off the air?
I have no idea.
No, he got arrested in felonies for all the stuff he didn't send people, microphones, radios, all kinds of shit.
Oh.
Did he really get arrested?
I believe so. Yeah, that was part of it. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you just said, different. Everybody, that's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is.
I heard the FCC got involved or something. I don't know. He's putting out so many watts that something happened there with that.
That was his
I'm not sure.
location too, where he was at. He had I don't know where he was at. He had some kind of good location there.
Yeah, he was in a
I
honey
go out
hole.
on-
Yeah,
Yeah. I go out on Long Island all the time. I heard him out there.
Everybody
Oh,
heard
yeah.
him. Everybody
Oh,
heard
yeah.
him. Everybody heard him.
Well, here's the weird thing. So he was 3
But he
hours
ripped
south.
people off. He ripped a lot of people off. Man.
Oh yeah, he did that for years. He was 3 hours. He was 3 hours south of us in Lordsburg, New Mexico, and I only ever heard him one time, and it was for just a real short, like 4 or 5 seconds, and that was it.
Lucky you.
Up north here,
Yes.
we can hear skip. So if you turn your squelch down, we can hear people down in the States talking like clear as day.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I've talked
Yeah,
to a lot
this-
in Canada.
yeah. This morning I was talking to somebody up in Canada.
I've talked to Canada a time or two.
Yeah, I normally go to like in between 35, 36, 37, 38 lower sideband, and I was talking to a guy in Ontario. Hey, Chris Custom. So there's the guy that we were just talking about, Chris.
Hey, hello, Chris.
I think I've talked to, I don't know, Ontario, Alberta, a bunch of little towns up there, British Columbia, pretty much everywhere up there. But
Yeah, it's
I'm-
pretty cool.
I'm close too. I'm Wisconsin, so
Sure. Yeah, so guys, if you guys don't follow Chris Customs down there, check his page out. He's a paint and body man for Rush, Peterbilt, and Albuquerque, and for some of you guys that don't know, we paired up with 307 amplifiers out of Wyoming, and they're going to be building us custom amps. Well, Chris down there, he can get the paint coat off your truck, so he could shoot the amp to make it match the truck. He has a laser engraver, so he can engrave it, and I do pinstriping and lettering. So yeah, we're going to make some really nice amps.
Nice.
Yeah, and one thing I'm going to try, we were talking about this last night. My wife and I have done leather work for years, and I want to see if I can make like a wrap that'll go around a microphone. I think that will look cool.
Hell yeah.
I'll buy one. Hell yeah.
Be awesome.
I'd buy one.
Yeah, I think that would look neat. And the cool thing about it is it's leather, right? So we can put your name in it, your handle, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I need one for an SR 198.
Yeah, that's my favorite mic right there for a mobile. Yeah, so that's the first one I'm going to try to do is for a 198, and then just go from there.
Better stock up on leather, it sounds like.
I know, right?
Sounds like something that could kick off real good for you.
Yeah, real quick.
Well, it's different, right? It's unique. No one's ever done it before. So, well, I'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens.
Heck yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I'm fixing to go 10 toes up. It's about midnight here. Y'all take
Yeah, I
care, and may the
understand.
Lord be with
Josh, you have a good night. 73s, my friend.
Yeah, God bless you, man. 73s.
Catch you on that morning show there, Wolfman.
Sounds good. See you in the morning.
A little bit on
See
Mud
ya.
Duck. FCC did shut him down.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. What did you find?
So there was a petition signed with 500,000 signatures to the FCC, and they came out sometime middle of last year and shut him down.
Imagine that.
Interesting. Huh.
Imagine
That's what I
that.
heard.
There's a whole YouTube thing on it
Poor old
about Mud Duck being shut down.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. At the end of the day, I don't care as long as he's gone.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, every now and then he'd get a wild hair up his ass and he would talk shit about my shop. And every time he did, I got slammed. Every time. Yeah, it was funny as hell. It's like free advertising.
What do you mean you got slammed with work on his negativity?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell? He can't beat that, right?
No, not at all. I just thought it was funny.
Things happen for a reason, brother.
Yep, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. And when you're doing evil, you're going to get evil. And when you're doing good, you're going to get good. And
Karma bites that ass, right?
Yep. And yeah, one day he was talking shit, and I had a driver come in, and he goes, "Man, you hear that guy down south talking shit about you?" I said, "No, I can't hear him." And he said, "Well, that's actually the reason why I'm here, because hell, I didn't even know there was a CB shop here." And I said, "Well, come on in." And yeah, and that day, that happened. 12 different people came in that day because of him.
There you go. And some of them are probably repeat customers, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most of my customers are all repeat customers. Yeah, they are. There's only a handful that, no matter what you do, you can't make them happy. And that's okay. And I don't need that business because
you
they're
can't keep
too...
everybody happy. It's too hard.
Yeah, it is. But, there's some of these guys that just know it all. And I don't need them. I don't need that kind of business. It's too much of a pain in the ass for me. I don't need it. We're so busy. I don't have time for that stuff.
Tell the negativity to go right on out the door.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I told one guy straight up, and I was nice to him. And I just said, "Sir, I really don't think there's anything I could do to help you, man. So, I'm sorry. Have a good day. Good luck. And if you change your mind and you want help, please come on back." And I didn't see him for about a year and a half. And then one day he comes in the shop and he goes, "Man, I got to talk to you." And I said, "Yeah, what's up?" And he goes, "I hate to say this. This is so hard for me to say, but you were right." And I said, "What's so hard about that? I'm here to help you. I'm not here to say I'm better than you. I'm not. I just want to
Nobody
help."
is.
That's right.
Just out there to help. Yeah.
Yep. So
Sure,
yeah, and he
most-
became a good customer.
I'm sure a lot of that came from if he went to a different CB shop. Probably somebody, some tech, something tried helping him, something went wrong, and after that, he probably just said "F you" to every CD shop.
Hey, Barton was probably one that was a lot more expensive than he is too.
Oh, exactly.
Well, maybe that. But I bet you. But I think what happened was he went to a couple different CB shops and they tried, doing this, doing that with all the wives' tails and snake oil, and the shit didn't work.
Right.
So, we got him fixed up and he left and he was happy. And then I don't know, a couple weeks later, he came back in the shop and he's like, "Man, I got to tell you, I've never had a radio that talks like this. This is great." And I said, "Well, remember, at the end of the day, nobody's opinion means anything. It's all about numbers, and that's it. It's all math."
Screw that.
Yep. So that's why when people tell me stuff, I always ask them, "Do you have scientific proof? How does it work? Show me. Teach me. I want to know." And if they can't do that, then how do you know?
Right.
So if there's no proof in it, then you don't do it. And some of these guys, they run expensive radios, man. You don't want to take a chance with that stuff.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I run any tones just for the simplicity and the cheapness. If shit happens, it's easy to replace. But
sure,
if people are running, I don't know, $600, $700, $800 radios. Something goes, they don't want to fork out another $800.
Oh yeah.
They go up in price. So I've seen a few.
Yep.
Go over $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like my
Look at
VHF
the-
that we run, not my 980 Papa, but I have a Kenwood TK1250s. Those are $1,000 a piece, and I've got 4 of them plus 4 handhelds that match. It's like
Right.
if one goes out, I'm screwed because it's not cheap.
Right.
Them were hard to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those you gotta send back to Kenwood. Money bag.
You're buying the name, not the radio.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it too. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because I have a Yazoo and a Kenwood, so I resemble that remark, sir.
Hey, my radios have lasted me almost 4 years, so I'm happy with them. I used to be all about ICOM, and then I switched over to Kenwood, and I'm happy with them.
So did Kenwood go out of business, or are they just not producing new radios? Or because I don't think I've seen a new one in a while.
They have a new one. It's a quad band, and it's around $10,000 for a handheld.
Damn.
Yeah, they're not cheap. They're P25. They have AES. They have all the security features, and they are compatible with the Motorola systems.
I was gonna say because I don't think they are making CB or ham stuff anymore.
No, they still make some ham stuff, but they don't make anything CB anymore.
Dude, for that kind of money, that better come with a table dance. Good lord.
Shit.
Right? Shit, that's ridiculous, man. I know. I looked at some of these ICOMs, and I want to say it's like the 9600 or something like that. It's a dual band receiver, has dual waterfalls, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know, it was like $3,200, and I'm like, really?
Boy, math, you pay for the sticker. Radio's free.
Yeah. So I actually contacted ICOM and told them who I was, and I wanted to carry their radios in my shop, and they said, "Sure, your first order has to be $10,000, and you got to spend $60,000 a year with us." And I said, "You guys ain't that good. Get the fuck out of here."
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like even the new Motorola's, the APX series, the 8000s. So the state of New Mexico has 70,000 radios. And I was talking to my dad because he works at Santa Fe Control. And each radio is 8,000 to 9,000 per handheld, 15,000 per vehicle radio on a quad-band radio. The problem with the APX series is that those 4 bands, either their VHF or their UHF or their 700s is going out. So they're replacing radios every 6 months on our dime.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's ridiculous, man. That's bullshit.
Yeah, so we're paying
Yeah.
like Albuquerque Police. They were the first ones on the network next to New Mexico State Police, and they're replacing radios. I think my dad says they're replacing radios out of 20 to 30 cars every 3 days.
Well, and that's why the price is so high, because all the cops, all the agencies are buying them and they're ripping them off.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can find a good APX 8000 on eBay for $2,000 to $3,000.
Dude, I can tell you this firsthand. You know, I listen to everybody, CJ, right? So there was that one day that sheriff came in the CB shop and he wanted a little adapter or something, and I didn't have it. And we're talking and everything, and I said, man, when you guys go down south there to Estancia, you really have trouble with your radios, huh? I said, that's kind of dangerous, isn't it? And he goes, yeah, we do. Then he just stopped and he goes, wait, how did you know that? And I said, come on, dude, I'm a radio guy. I listen to everybody. And I know the sad thing is, like my 980 Papa, well, I'll give you a great example, CJ. We went down to the Willard Cantina one Sunday to eat dinner, and you know where that's at.
Oh, yeah.
That's even further south in Estancia. And I keyed up the mic right there in the driveway, and I hit the Sandia repeater in Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah. I've hit it from Corona out at the job site.
Sure. So literally, the 980 Papas with a 2x4 common antenna has better performance than the damn sheriff's radio.
Yeah. Well, a lot of their problem with that is, so Torrance County Sheriff's Department sits on the same mountain as Capilla as Valencia County. Well, Valencia County has gotten away from their VHF. They're now on the 700 on the DTMRS system, but their frequencies were only a couple megahertz off. That's it. So even with Torrance County Fire's dispatch and their radios on the scanner, they sound like crap.
Yeah. That's too bad, but that's a safety thing, man. If those guys get into a fight or a gunfight or some shit like that, that's scary.
Yeah.
So, all right, hey, you guys continue. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
You guys know anything about those Baofeng radios?
Other than they're not tuned right, I stay away from them.
Okay.
I mean, they're great if you want to do like simplex, like just radio to radio, but they're just not the best radios that I've come across, and that's just my opinion. Jay may say something different about it, but yeah, I was never a big fan of Baofeng.
Okay. Yeah, I see them on TikTok all the time. You know, they're advertising the antennas, the big antenna, and all that. And you can talk 5-10 miles away to your wife or whatever, but I don't know.
I mean,
they're
if you're in a flat spot where you don't have hills, houses, they're great to talk to 5 miles away, but they exaggerate it for sales. That's all it is. Like I said, I run Kenwood. I've got the Woosan series radios from Jay. I've run almost everything there is, and I'm not a fan of Woosan, or not Woosan, Baofeng, my bad.
I mean, realistically, where are you going to be 5 miles apart where there's not a house or a hill?
Exactly.
Yep.
You still have the curvature of the earth that you have to contend with 5 miles away. Now, if you're on a mountaintop and you're talking 5 miles away, that's a different story.
Right.
Then you'll get your 5 mile distance.
Yeah, I guess if you're sitting out in the woods in a tree stand or something like that, you know.
Yeah, and even at that, you'll be lucky to get maybe a couple miles of that, just because now you still have obstacles of the trees in the way.
Right. Huh. All right. Now I know not to buy one of them.
Yeah, they're cheap. They're really, really cheap radios for what they advertise. If you want a good radio, and I'm not saying it because I'm live with Jay or anything, but so far I've had really good workouts with the Woosan radios that he sells. I think it was like $160 for the handheld, and they're awesome radios. 999 channels. I've got a stub antenna on mine, and I can talk to my driver in a metal tube. It's about 7 inches thick.
Wow.
I think I'm set on one of them handhelds just to try it. I mean, like DJ, $200.
Yeah, those Woosan radios they're really good.
I wouldn't
Hey,
know what
Kyle,
to do with
remember
it,
to
but
get your badge. Welcome in, Kyle.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what to do with it, but play around with it, mess around with it, and
Yeah, I mean, I got one just because they were cheap from one of our pilot car supply companies. I played around with it, and I got it to program with other radios, but the audio sound from the other radios, you could tell it was off tune, it was off frequency, even though it was right. I'm doing great now. Yeah, Wolfman is awesome with helping out with CBs. You know, he likes to educate people on how they work and whatnot. So yeah, he's excellent.
I've been hearing a lot about those two-way radios too. Those new two-ways they got out with the I guess they work off the cell towers.
Yeah.
I forget the name of them. Yeah. What the heck they're.
Yeah, those they're good radios as long as you have cell service.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if it's like the Hytera where it's dual, but yeah, if you don't have cell service, I mean, it's worthless.
Right. That was my first question. You're spending all this money on these radios, and you lose cell service. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I actually have a set of vehicle radios that someone gave me, and I was paying like $5 a month for the service. But you lose cell service, they're no good. It's like that does no good for me.
I was gonna say you might as well just use your phone then.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hey. Like the old Nextels.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, that's it.
So Wolfman, do you have a lot of ham guys that come in by you too?
Oh yeah, we got ham GMRS guys because like that Wuxen 980 Papa, that's a quad band radio. It does 2 meter, 6 meter ham, GMRS, and CB, and yeah, they're cool radios, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, like Jay, we're running with that 980 Papa. I'll have it set to channel 19 just to monitor, but I'll still be on our like we're running 33 right now. So I'll keep that on 19 so I can hear what's going on because our drivers can't hear it. And it's a great tool. It's a great little radio.
What was the brand and name of that radio that did 2 meters and CB and GMRS all in one?
It's a Wuxen 980 Papa, 980p.
Yep.
Yeah, you have one there you can show us?
Yeah, because
No,
I'm curious.
I don't.
What's
No,
it?
I got one in
What is it called again? I'm
Wuxen.
Wuxen.
WOUXON.
980p.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's gonna be a little hard to see, but let me take my background off here real quick, and I can do it better.
Now the way it looks online, does that have
So the white screen that's right here, I don't know if you want to put me in the bigger box, Jay.
There you go.
That is the 980 Papa, that white box. And that's what's in my car.
Now, a cool thing about that radio is the faceplate comes off, and it comes with a 16-foot umbilical cord, so you can mount the body under the seat or wherever you want and just mount the faceplate on the dash. And that's where the microphone plugs into. And the other cool thing about that microphone is you can control the whole radio from the buttons on the mic.
Yeah. So that
up and down channels and all right from the mic.
Yep. So the radio faceplate in my car is mounted in the center console, but the actual body is mounted in the back seat with that umbilical that Jay was saying, because it sits right under my light control head for all my light bars.
Hey,
And
Kyle,
what is-
thanks, man.
You just answered my question. I was just going to ask because online the picture shows it offset a little bit. So I was just going to ask if it's like that where the faceplate comes off and you got the box in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes with two adapters. You can set the face offset or flat, or you can pull the face off. And Chris Customs asked, what does a radio like that go for? The radio is $329. If you want a good Comet 2x4 antenna, they're $69, and then the coax with the 239 built in is $32.
So say 450 and you're set.
Yeah, and the cool thing is with that chirp program, you can unlock the bands. So that radio will go from 140 megahertz up to 900.
Let me ask you this though: if you're running different bands, though, how does it conflict? Like,
Okay,
you know,
it's gonna be a little
you're
hard to
running
see.
CB band with a CB antenna. How are you going to do the other bands with a CB antenna?
Well, you can't. So, on my truck, I run the Comet tri-band antenna, and that covers the 2 meter, 6 meter, and GMRS bands.
So the antenna
If
that I
I
have
want-
in mind, it's hard to see,
if
but
I
it's
wanna-
this one right here.
Yeah. Now, if I want to run CB with that radio, then you have to have an antenna switch, and you got to go over to a CB antenna because it's got to be tuned for that freak. So,
Yeah, I was
what
wondering
did
if
in
they
my-
had all them frequencies built into that radio. How do you split them up with antennas?
You don't. I got a tri-band antenna.
I just wrote it down.
Yeah. Yeah, so with the tri-band antenna, it'll cover most frequencies. So what I did in my truck was
So
I took the
Walkie
mount.
band is on there. Sorry for interrupting you.
What's that?
4.6 Walkie band is on there. I would call it 462 or whatever.
That's GMRS. Yeah, 462.
Okay.
So yeah, Chris, they're not
How
bad
does the
actually. They're a good
How does
radio.
the radio know the tri-band antenna though? How does it fluctuate for 70 meters, the GMRS to the other one? Just
It's
curious.
got 3 loads. It's got loads in it, and the antenna. So you tune each section for that band.
Okay.
And so I run the Comet SSB 15 antenna on my truck. It's about 52 inches long, and man, that sucker gets out. And so what I did was I mounted my 980 Pop. I bolted it to the top case of my Galaxy 94 Big Rig, so I got both radios right there.
So here's
So
a
you
little
use
bit better
a switch
picture
box.
of all the antennas. I don't know
So
if
you
it's
use a switch box for the 11 meters. Is that what you said?
No. Well, if you're going to run it for CB, then you have to, but I don't. So I just
I
use
got
my
it.
980 Pop-Up for the 2 meter, 6 meter, and GMRS, and I use my CB just for CB.
Right on. But
Yeah,
I was
Chris,
just saying,
move.
like 161 was saying, if you wanted to run for 11 meter as well, you could do a tri-bander antenna, then a switch box, and then a 11 meter antenna, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Yeah, I was amazed that one radio had all them bands, and just in my head, I was wondering how it separated for antennas.
Yeah, and then
Because I like
you know,
to
that
talk. I have to have I have to have a CB in my vehicle, a Quenshang, to talk walkie with my grandson, and all this other. I didn't realize they made one that has all of different bands like that in it.
Yeah, and same as the handhelds, you can program 999 frequencies in them. That's crazy. Like
Does
most
that-
of these
does that-
Baofangs, I think you
does this-
program 35.
Yeah, does this 9.8 or wait a minute? Hold on a second.
So this is, I mean, it's a mess now, but it's in the back. But right up here, where my finger's at, that's the base of that radio.
That 980, that'll pick up. Will it pick up airband too? Which is 1.
Yep.
4. It will.
I've got Edgewood, Santa Fe, Moriarty, and Albuquerque Tower programmed to do it, so I can listen to all of them. I can even listen to aircraft. I can listen to trains. I've got all of Kirtland Air Force Base programmed in there. I got search and rescue. I got search and rescue, Civil Air Patrol, United States Air Force, civilian search and rescue. I've got Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta programmed in there. CIA, FBI. What else? Russian space satellite. So if you can find the frequency, you can program it in it. But let's say the frequency is 121, and when you look at the frequency limits, it's at 140. So then you would just change that band to 120 in the chirp program, and then it unlocks it.
You might as well just take my money now.
No, like I was saying, this is the actual rest of that radio mounted behind my seat.
Yeah,
And
see
it
that,
has a wire going to
Chris
that little
Customs?
faceplate that I could put anywhere then, correct?
Yes, it's got a
Well, that's
16-foot
cool
cable.
as shit too. Then you don't have that bulkiness there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is what I liked about the radio. So
I'm gonna ship
the
my
fan-
truck down to New Mexico and throw it in quick. Fuck it.
You got it. So what I liked about the radio was the fan control. So you can set the fan control to always be on as soon as you turn the radio on, or you can set it to when you key the mic, the fan comes on, or you can set the fans to temperature. So at a certain temp, they'll kick on and they'll stay on until it cools off and they'll shut back off.
So it's hard to see, but this is the handheld.
They make a handheld version of it too?
Yep.
Yeah. Now remember, the handheld doesn't do CB though. The
How about
handheld will do everything else but CB.
Is it able to be flashed and just listen to CB like I did in my frequency?
No, I don't think so.
And then also when I bought my my 980 Papa, it comes with the wireless mic. I mean, you have to purchase one.
Yeah, that's a Bluetooth mic that you could be 15 meters away from your car and
You
still
don't
talk
even
on
need
it.
cable, it's wireless. That's cozy.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth.
Imagine that.
And it
Now,
works great.
now the handhelds.
Radio is pretty sharp.
Yeah, now the handhelds, like for my wife, I got her a little Bluetooth earpiece. Just it looks like the Bluetooth you'd use for a cell phone. And then it comes with a little button and a Velcro wrist strap. So you can use that headset, Bluetooth for your phone, or if you push that button on your wrist, it keys up the mic and you can talk on the radio Bluetooth.
So this is how I have my setup. This is an older setup with faceplate. But it's like I've got my lights, that's my Kenwood, my scanner, and then my 980 Pop. And it's all set in that center console with the main piece on the roof on the back of my car.
That's pretty cool. Guys, I'm pulling in my driveway, so I'm gonna have to say 73s.
73s, Eric. You have a good night.
You too, guys.
Yeah,
Catch you
God
later.
bless, Eric. 73s, man. Have a good night.
Take care now.
Hey, Papa Smurf, that radio they're mentioning sounds pretty cool, you know?
Yes, sir. I like it. Pretty cool, man.
It has all that in one radio. That's crazy.
Yeah, they work really well. And so if you're going to solid mount an antenna to your vehicle, I suggest that Comet SSB15 antenna. That's a really good antenna. If you want to use a magnet mount, then I've got the NMO mag mounts and use the Comet 2x4 antenna. So in my wife's pickup, she's running that setup, the mag mount Comet 2x4, and she's got the little handheld like what CJ showed you, and she just unscrews the antenna and then screws the coax in to her little handheld. And when I leave the shop, that's what she's talking to me on. That's 16 miles apart, and that's without a tower. That's just radio to radio. That's simplex. So
How many miles away?
It's only 16. So handheld to handheld with the Nagoya 701 antenna, the 15.1 inch antenna, I've talked 26 miles handheld to handheld. And but with that antenna on the roof of her truck, of course she gets further range, right? And I'm talking off that SSB 15, that 52 inch antenna on my truck, and we talk like it's on a cell phone. And low power is 2 watts, medium power is 8 watts, high power is 50. And I never go past medium. I leave the shop, it's on medium. I get about halfway home, then I kick it down to low. And yeah, that's all we need. And she's on medium power, so the handheld is low, medium, and high is 1 watt, 5 watt, and 10 watt. So she's on 5 watts, and we're talking that far, 16 miles. She's reaching me.
Now the handheld, is that its own battery or is that just
Yeah.
Okay.
So it has a 3,200 milliamp battery. One charge lasts about 3 to 4 days, and but they make what's called a battery eliminator, which is kind of cool. You pull the battery out, you put this fake battery into it, and it's got a cigarette lighter plug. You just plug it in the car, and there you go.
Oh shit! There you go. Now have you tried the cigarette plug?
Oh yeah.
Does it
Yeah.
give you a
Everything.
on a CD?
No.
Perfect.
Yeah. No. I've tried everything I sell from Luxon. I've tried, and I always try it before I sell it or advertise it. I want to make sure it's good, and it's good. And the thing that impressed me about Luxon is the first thing I did when I got a radio from them is I opened it up and looked at it, and it's the same board as a Kenwood. And the reason why they can talk and hear so far is it has that super heterodyne chip in it, and that's the key right there.
I think you got me sold on a handheld, and I might as well just buy a Magnum.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
The only thing I didn't like is because the handheld didn't have CB in it. Because you could hook a 3 external antenna into it, you know what I'm saying? It would be handier that way too.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody makes a quad band handheld that's worth a shit anyway.
Right.
Yeah, because the only ones right now in the market that make the quad band is Kenwood and Motorola, and even at that, they're not all that great.
Right.
Now I have a Q-Shang that I flashed that I could pick up CB band, but you can't transmit on it because it's too close to airband on that chip. You couldn't do it. I could still receive CB on it with a longer antenna, tactical antenna.
Oh, that's weird because airbands are 118 to 126 megs.
I know
27.
I know it's different from 27025 to airband, but it would conflict.
Huh.
On that little small of a radio with the chip that's in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Custom says, man, he likes that. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Chris. That radio has a lot of features, man, and you got to go through the menu and read the book and just figure all that stuff out because there's so many cool things in there. Now, the 980 Papa actually has 6 different scramble modes. So, for example, it's a dual band receiver. So let's say I'm talking to CJ on GMRS1, but on my other channel is GMRS2. So he can talk on GMRS2, and I'll listen and transmit to him on one. So we're transmitting on 2 different channels, but we're listening to each other, right? So now if you take those 2 channels and you put one on scramble number 1 and the other one on scramble number 2, and he does the opposite, now it's scrambled twice and we're transmitting and receiving on 2 different channels. It's almost impossible for someone to really to figure out what you're doing to hear you.
Right.
Because somebody could hear you on one side, but they ain't going to talk back to you on that side.
Well, they can't, not if we scramble it.
No, if you're one's transmitting and we're receiving on the other.
No, it doesn't matter. They still can't hear us because both channels are scrambled.
Oh, that's okay.
They'd have to know what our scrambling is and how we have it set up. So basically,
Right.
it's going to sound like a robot on both channels, and they're never going to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, all you hear is that's all you hear.
Yep, that's it. It's like a robot.
The only reason I would go with handheld and an antenna is because one, I mean, once I get it, I'll probably end up using it more. But in my mind right now, so we bear hunt up here and we run dogs. And see, I don't go that much because I work weekends. But like you said, that band or with all 4 bands in there, it goes from 140 to whatever you said, and we run 150 something. I don't remember what it is, but
yeah,
program that in there, listen to that while I'm bear hunting, and then just have the handheld to listen to God knows whatever else.
Well, here's the cool thing. So when you're driving around, you got it hooked up to your mag mount. When you get out, you just put your other antenna on it. Now you're mobile, right? So you're walking around.
Yep.
Now, the cool thing is they also make an earpiece that I sell. It's a little microphone that goes in your ear. Then you got a lapel mic that clips to your shirt, and then you just clip your radio to your pants. So when you want to talk, you just press your lapel mic, and no one can hear it.
Yep. And all of us bear hunters, we deer hunt together too, so we always have the handhelds.
So it gets even better. So you know those Razor Walker electronic earmuffs that you wear for shooting?
Oh, yep.
I got a lapel mic that plugs into those headsets.
Oh, there you go.
So you got surround sound when someone talks to you, and then you got your little lapel mic on your shirt to talk back. But the cool thing is, if you're trying to flush out a deer or an elk or something like that, when they're talking to you, they can't hear it.
Oh, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen, I've got to get off here and get to bed. It's already 11 o'clock, and I got to be up freaking early.
All right, CJ73's out to you, and have a good day.
Make it easy.
All right, buddy. Have a good night. 73s.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Have a good night, bud.
Okay. Now, it even gets cooler. So I've got a plate carrier with the ballistic level 4 plates in it, right?
Yep.
On the left side, I got my radio holder, and then I also sell an antenna relocation kit.
Oh.
So it's a cable that goes from your radio up to the top left corner above my shoulder, and then that cable attaches to your handheld antenna, and then it velcros to that plate carrier. So now your antenna is above everything, and then you plug it into your headset or your earpiece. There you go. Your SWAT team.
Because most of the time we just use the handhelds for drives because we're so far. It's so thick where we are, and we're farther apart.
Yeah.
So one stander will just say go on the handheld, and then we talk back and forth. I don't know what brand, because the one guy has everything, and we just borrow it. So it'd be nice to have my own.
Yeah. If you went with the handheld with that Nagoya antenna, man, you'll be set. And then you just need the mag mount for your car. That's all you need. That's a good setup. And then down the road, if you wanted to get the 980 Papa, you can use that in your house as a base radio. And then they make the CM2, I think it's a Comet base antenna for GMRS. Dude, that's a booming antenna. And
I might have to
there you go.
recommend that. I might have to recommend that to the guys because they're always bitching about their big radios not really getting out that good. Which I'm pretty sure they're older radios too. I think one's a Motorola, one's a. I know 2 guys are running some Amazon special and something else.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'll get a hold
There
of
you go.
You have handhelds in stock, or are you all sold out of everything?
Dude, I get a shipment of those radios in every week, and I got one shipment in on Monday, and they're already half sold. I got another shipment arriving tomorrow, and that whole shipment is already sold. So it doesn't matter. Just order what you want. When they come in, we ship them out.
Yeah, I'll either shoot you a message or give you a call tomorrow.
Yeah, give me a call tomorrow. Give me a call about 11 o'clock my time here, and that'll give me time to get settled in the shop, get Tony squared away, and then you and I can, as long as we're not slammed, we can sit there and talk, and you can ask any questions you want, and remind me that if you order one of those radios that you need a programming cable for it too.
Yeah, because I got the...
you got Chirp.
Yeah, I got it downloaded already. And
so what I'll do is I can just pre-program it like with GMRS, FRS channels, stuff like that, the NOAA weather channels, all that crap.
Yeah,
and I'll throw in some cool stuff in there for you.
I have the channel we run saved. I just got to look. I'll give you that channel to throw in there too.
Sure, I can do all that. And then when you get your radio, all you got to do is hook it up to your computer, download it to Chirp, and then boom, everything will come up right there, and you can save it. So if anything ever happens, like the radio gets erased or something, doesn't matter. You already got it.
Yeah. And then I'll probably when I get it, like if I don't go out hunting, I'll say, here you go. Take it this day, pass it around, try it out.
Yep. Yeah, they work really good. I looked at a lot of radios before I brought those in, and by far they blew everything out of the water. And the thing that impressed me was when I put them on a spectrum analyzer, they were clean. And the TID radios, Retevis, Baofangs, all those radios were dirty. Hell, the Baofangs, I had one that keyed up on 12 different channels, and 4 of them were ham bands.
Damn, that's not good.
Yeah, well, that's why they're cheap. But if you get caught keying up on a ham band, that's a $10,000 fine.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
The man
guys.
in the white van pulls up and you say, here it is. Smash it with the sledge.
That's right. Right. But here's what people don't realize. So if you got a radio that's keying up on all those different bands, then that means whatever wattage that puts out for power, divide it between those bands. And that's how much power you're putting out on the channel you're trying to key up on. It kills your range.
Right.
So, yeah, when I put it up on the spectrum analyzer and it was clean, and then I did that one test at 26 miles talking to a friend, I'm like, that's it. Yeah, these are good. I'll get them in here. And, yeah, they've been good ever since. I haven't had one come back, so that's a good sign.
Have you used that Comet, like base station home antenna? Have you messed with it ever?
I got one at my house. I got one at the shop. And
let me ask you this: what does it cover? Like, I like to listen to weather band. I like to listen to air band. I like to listen to the fire. But
you can listen off of a coat hanger. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can listen off anything. But
Okay.
that antenna is just made to transmit on GMRS bands.
Okay.
But receiving, yeah, you can hook it up and receive off. Yeah, you could receive anything off the antenna, but you just can't transmit anything but GMRS bands. Now, if you wanted a tri-band antenna, then you can use that same antenna that's on my truck, that SSB-15 Comet, and you could also use that as a base antenna. And there you go. Then you can transmit on your ham bands too.
You're gonna think I'm crazy here, but I bought a beam antenna for GMRS to talk to my grandson from my house to his house up over the hill.
That's
but I
cool.
never had really any luck with it because I tried using a Quenshang or whatever transmitter, little radio cheap one to do it.
Well, let me ask you this: what was the SWR on the antenna?
I never put it through it. Nothing. I just hooked the radio up and clicked the button.
You can't do that. That's a good way to blow radios up. So
Same way as a CB, right?
Same thing. Yep. So there's a guy in Albuquerque who was talking the other night, and he goes, "Yeah, I can only talk about 5 minutes on my radio, and it gets so damn hot you can barely touch it." And I said, "Well,
The shit ain't going out the radio.
that's right." Yeah. So I said, "Put a meter on it and see." "Oh, I think it's fine." And I said, I really don't care what you think. Put the meter on it and see what
Well,
it
I'd
says.
have to run a meter and a tuner through that to tune that beam I bought.
Yeah. So you can go to DX Engineering, and they sell a Moonraker SWR meter that does 120 to 500 megahertz, and that's what I got at the shop. It works good. And but anyway, so this guy finally put a meter on it, and he was like at an 8.6, and I'm like, "Dude, really?
Damn.
Good Lord, come on, man." So yeah, you don't get, well, it transmits and it hears fine. Well, so does a fucking coat hanger, but it doesn't mean it's set up right. You got.
Yeah, I put it up on a big pole outside my garage and all. I just never got that far. What I did a little bit and I stopped.
Yeah, always put a meter on it and check it, because not only are you going to get better performance, but you don't want to blow up your equipment. So, and you got to remember too, like if your SWR is hovering around a 3 or a 3.5, it might not blow up the radio, but it's definitely going to make the transistors weak.
Oh yeah. That's what's nice about the Eggintones I run. They got SWR protection right in them. If it's over, I think you can set it too, but I think if it's over a 2 point something, like anything over 2.0, it shuts the radio down and it'll restart. But
That's awesome. Hey, Chris, what's up, dude?
yeah, and then oh, hey, Chris, how's it going?
Good. Just hanging out here at my workbench.
There
Nice.
you go.
I think I got that little Toyota body almost ready. I just got to mask off the headlight and the grill area, and it's ready for paint.
There you go.
Nice. So, guys, this is the guy that I was talking about earlier that can get the paint coats from your truck and color match the amplifier to your truck.
Yeah, I can do that. I have access to every paint coat out there that Peterbilt or Kenworth does.
I was gonna say, is it just Peterbilt and Kenworth?
Well, they're sister companies, so yeah, I can get all them. Navistar, I can do that. They're a little bit more of a pain in the butt, but I can do them, and Freightliner as well. I can do just about all of them.
And most of them, if they give you your paint code, I'm sure you can mix it too.
Oh yeah. I have maybe I'll log on with you guys in the morning and I'll show you my my mixing bank and my mixing room.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I can do all that stuff.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
Jay, that frequency I just put in the comments so I wouldn't forget it, but it's 158.385.
Yep, not a problem. It'll do it. I've got all of Santa Fe County, Torrance County Sheriff Department, State Police, local police, EMS, and one night, it was like 2 a.m, Friday or Saturday night, State Police were busy, DWIs, man, pulling people over right and left. And this one officer, he sounded like a young kid. He didn't know the phonetic alphabet. It drove me nuts. Every time he read out a license plate, he'd say apple, berry, cherry instead of Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, So I finally had enough, and I keyed up real quick, and I said, son, learn the damn phonetic alphabet. And all of a sudden he came back and he goes, yes, sir, I'm sorry. He must have thought I was like a field sergeant or some shit, dude. I laughed so hard. I never did that again. But
I'm sure everybody in the department was like, what
is that?
Yep.
I'm sure they all did their research, though.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, once again though, it's a safety thing. If all of us here are on the same page, if I tell you Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, you know what I'm talking about.
Right, not no apple, dog, cat.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it works, but if everyone's on the same page, I think as far as safety goes, it's probably smart.
Right, say you got a cat in a tree, and then you're reading off the address, and you say cat, it'll get them all messed up.
We got a cat in a tree over here at Cat Charlie Bravo Alpha.
Yeah, what?
Well, that's cool, man. And so you just working on that body, Chris?
Yeah, I had a family meeting earlier today with the family about my mom and stuff like that, and
yeah,
so I went and did that. That's she's gonna wind up going to a home, possibly Monday. She'll be going there.
That sucks, dude. I'm so sorry, man.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I wish she could go home, but she's just not strong enough. Now, this place might be able to get her into a position to where she can be strong enough to go back home.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But
yeah, that would be cool. So we'll have to play that by ear and see what happens.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know what it's called, man, but can she get some sort of a assistance at her house, like
she
kind of like a live-in nurse?
Already.
Oh,
she
okay.
does already, and if it was to that point, you're looking at $83,000 a year.
I know up here it's hospice. I think
that's crazy.
As it is, the home that she's going to now is going to be $63,000 a year.
That's insane, Chris. They're just ripping people off, man.
Yeah. Oh, yes and no. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and like I say with paint and stuff, you kind of get what you pay for. And from what the research we've done on this place that she's going to be going, and the people that I've talked to and that we've all talked to, they really take care of the people that are there, and they have different tiers. So they have like people that are able to walk and be somewhat independent, on one wing, and then they have another section like my mom that can somewhat walk a little bit, but not that much on one section, and then they have the ones that just absolutely cannot walk in another. And they keep them socialized with each other. They of course cook and clean and care for them, and they just had a band there not too long ago for some little celebration that they did there, and they do all kinds of stuff with them.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
Like let's say she's well enough to do something, I could go down there and pick her up, sign her out, and take her to her house or take her to lunch and then bring her back.
Man, could you imagine that, Chris, not being able to go to your own damn house? Dude,
Yeah,
that's
and
sad.
that's another thing. We might have to get all our stuff out of there and their stuff and rent it out. So I think
No, just
I
we
think
had to
that's
pay
a
for the
better
camera,
idea
right?
than what's that?
I said that's probably a good idea because that might help pay for her care.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we're thinking. I brought that up, and that's an idea there. I've got a place to take my dead Mercedes that I have there already, and but that would be, maybe a year down the road.
Well, dude, if you ever need a place to park cars or something, I got 5 acres out here. No one messes with anything out here. They know better. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. They know I'll shoot them. So,
yeah, that might be an option. What I need to do is I need to get that dead car and just strip it so I can just scrap the rest of it and save all the good stuff off of it. Because if I let it sit too long, like if it goes to Adams, I'm worried about mice getting the wire harnesses and stuff. So it's going to have to go there for a little bit, at least for now, because I'll be able to work on it every other weekend. And,
that's cool.
And do that because I want to. There's a lot of computers and a lot of wires in that thing that I need to keep my other one running.
Sure.
Because the little lady doesn't want me to sell it. I was going to sell it. She's like, no, don't sell it.
Well, Chris, I got something I'm going to show you, and this ought to make you smile. This will bring back some memories.
Oh dear, what you got? Let's switch the camera around there. Let me put my glasses.
Let's see.
That's cool.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do. And you know what's funny is I stumbled across that picture the other day on Facebook.
That's so cool. That was a fun night, wasn't it?
That was so much fun. That was like the best times ever,
Is that an
I
RC
ran
session?
that. Yeah, so it was kind of like the first event that everyone held in Albuquerque, and I won it. And I can't remember, Chris. Everyone was running like 3.2s, 3.1s, and I ran a 2.58.
I saw a sticker for mine for 3.30 or a ticket, and I was like, man, we thought that was fast.
I know. And then I ran that a 2.58 or something like that. And I remember when everyone walked up and they saw the numbers, they were like, "Oh, Jay got him, Jay got him." And then he walks up to the Christmas tree and he goes, "Joe, Jay ran a 2.5. Oh my God!" And everyone freaked out about that. Remember? Now a 2.5 is so damn slow. But that was pretty much a stock car. But so that's where I won that trophy from. And I got it up here on my desk.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
With you guys being interested in drag racing, I know it's RC compared to big car, but up here we do a quarter mile on ice. It's Merrill Ice Drags.
Oh, cool.
And there's plenty of videos out there if you look it up. It's I think it's every Saturday, not every Saturday in the winter. They got a schedule, but first one's January, last one's right before March, so it's about a month.
Yeah. When I lived up there in Duluth, they had the ice drags for the snowmobiles up there. Man, that was crazy shit.
Yeah, this is big cars. Like, I think they got 2 rails.
Wow.
Novas, Chevelles, Chargers, GTOs, Vegas, pretty much anything you can think of.
You said GTO. You're speaking my language there.
I don't know if they have a GTO out there anymore, but I know they used to.
I got a 67.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, my buddy's grandpa's got he ice dragged it once with it was bone stock, and I think that was it because motor was getting she was wore out.
Getting tired.
But yeah, fastest quarter mile on ice, and there's been 2 people in the 60 years they've ran have a perfect reaction time on ice, which is God knows so hard to do. And I think somebody's hit 168 on the ice in a quarter mile.
168, as in 60 foot?
168 mile per hour in quarter mile.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and they run studs, or not? They're not
Yeah.
really studs. They're more so
Screws.
screws and tires.
I saw a guy that I don't know how many thousands of screws he put on a tire. Then he used Flex Seal and sealed it with Flex Seal, and he was out there drag racing.
Oh yeah, it's about so my buddy that he's got 2 cars and he's got over a week into one set of nailies,
Yeah.
and it's I don't know 3,000 to 5,000 screws per tire.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's too cold for me, anyways.
Yeah, if you guys don't have if you got downtime, look up Merrill Ice Drags on YouTube, and there's videos from back in the 70s, 80s, and then there should be 4 videos from this year.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Have to take a look.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, and then the videos from the 70s and 80s. I mean, you bring it, you run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
None
yeah.
what you brung.
Nope, they had back in the day they had big F100s, the high bodies, and just basically whatever you run it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ranges from they got a Yugo out there too, and that's LS swapped with Holly EFI in it, and that it pulls wheelies. I don't know if it pulls. I don't know if it pulls wheelies nice, but
Don't take no offense to this or anything that I say, but when I get my GTO running and painted and everything, I need to have you put paint on the back of it. Fuck your LS.
You got it. You got it. Man, I'll do that in a heartbeat.
LS gets
But,
just because every fucking buddy takes an LS and swaps it into something.
They're great motors. They're excellent motors. I'm just old school, man. I'm old.
Exactly.
If I blow this motor up and it's time to really go fast, then yeah, I'll probably build a twin turbocharged LS. But until then, I'm going to run Pontiac until I can't afford it no more.
Oh, exactly. 2 years ago, they had a Tesla run out there. It was fun to watch, but it was just like, really?
Did it do any good? That thing seems really heavy for something like that.
I don't know if it was studded or if it was rubber tire. I can't remember, but I think it beat quite a few cars.
Wow.
But at the same, with a Tesla, it's as soon as you hit that throttle, power.
Yeah, it's instantaneous.
I don't know if that video is on online. I witnessed that in person. It was like, what the fuck is this? And at the same time, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I know we got a couple street cars here. I don't know if they're still around. One of them isn't around. I don't know after my buddy sold it. But it would walk a Tesla easily.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think what the...
I rode in a Tesla Plaid model one time. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, my boss has got a Model Y. He just got that last year, and
yeah,
you wouldn't think it'll throw you in the seat. It throws you in the seat.
I have Never in my life have I accelerated that hard.
No.
And what my buddy was, you remember Danny, right, Jay?
Yep.
He was with me that night that dude gave us a ride, and it gave him a migraine.
Damn.
He's like, I gotta go home.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
cool,
they run.
guys.
Yeah, I
Go
think
ahead.
I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got to hit it too. But give me a few minutes here, Chris. I'll shoot you a message. And
All right, that sounds good.
all right, man. Hey, guys, everyone have a great night. 73s. God bless everybody. Be safe.
Yeah, 73s out there. Be safe, and we'll catch you on the flip flop and all that good stuff. God bless, and Chris, you'll be in my prayers.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys.
Yeah, no
Yep,
problem.
absolutely.
Take care. Later. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.